What's up, YouTube? GP Air Beauty here. Just wanted to do a quick review on my Royal Press t-shirt heat press, which is just a simple way to get started if you don't have a lot of money to purchase equipment. This is what I started with, and I wanted to also do a quick tutorial on how to use it, only because with this specific machine there aren't many videos on how to get started, how to set it up to do your first t-shirt press, and even the one from Royal Press themselves is not very user friendly. So I wanted to make something easy for first time users so that they aren't as confused and can get started right away. This t-shirt press machine is the Royal Press. It's a 15 inch by 15 inch, so it's pretty big. There are different sizes. It comes with the t-shirt press machine, and this part, when you unbox, it will be detached, but you just simply slide it onto these little knobs up in there. It comes with instructions, which also has a link to a YouTube video or YouTube videos that you can search to use it. But again, that video isn't very easy to understand. So, of course, here's the inside of it. So it gives you, details on how to set up. But if you're not one that likes to read instructions or just want to start quickly, here you go. So starting off, this is the handle. This is the pressure knob. This right here, you turn it counterclockwise if you want to release some of the pressure, or turn it clockwise to make it a tighter pressure. And this just controls how tight the pressure is when you're pulling this up and down. And it's closed right now, but it usually takes 2 hands for me, or I use my foot in this little loop down here to hold it down when I lift it up. So I'm going to turn it on real quick so we can heat it up, and then we'll get started. Just for safety purposes, do not plug this up into an extension cord. Only use a wall because it could start a fire. And here's the inside of it. The top of it has a layer of a Teflon sheet, kind of like the Teflon paper that you can use separately, which kind of protects your product from being scorched. I still use Teflon sheets sometimes just to be on the safe side. And then there's a double layer of foam for insulation and for heat absorption. So I like that. And also it has to be open in order to heat up when you first turn it on. That also was not in the instructions. So it took me forever to even figure that out, because I didn't want to turn it on while it was closed and melt everything. Now, when you want to set the temperature, you hit set. SP is for temperature, and mine is at 315. You can go higher. I believe it goes up to 392, but you don't have to set it that high. Nope, it goes up to 480. It goes up to 480 degrees, and then you hit set. Once you're at the degree you want, it says SE now, and that's for the timer. I set my timer for 15 seconds, and then you hit set again, and it'll start heating up. And as it's heating up, you'll see the temperature go up. Now with this machine, it doesn't beep or anything when it gets to the set temperature, which it's not a deal breaker for me, but some people like that. I just don't particularly need that. I'm not one that's just going to sit and wait for it. I can do other things while I'm waiting for it to heat up. While this machine is heating up, I wanted to point out that you can use this machine for vinyl. You can use it for the t-shirt transfers that you print out. For this tutorial, I'm using just the regular transfer paper that you use with an inkjet printer, and I'll link these below as well where I get them from. I get them off Amazon. I also got the Royal Press from Amazon, and I'll link that below as well. And this comes with dark and light. These are the dark ones, since this is going to be a black t-shirt. Keep in mind that with this transfer paper, it does print white, since printers can't print white ink. The sheet is white. So if your design has white in it, you need that to be cut out. If it does not, if you do not want your design to have white in it, cut the white away from the design For the design I'm using today, it's one of the designs for the girls' t-shirts, which haven't been released on the site yet, but it says blessed since birth, and it'll be on the store soon, linked below. And of course, see how I had to cut out the letters. This is what you have to do. I know with a lot of transfer paper, if it's the ones for the white t-shirts, you do have to mirror your design. So you have to flip it backwards so it looks like you looked at it in the mirror because you're placing it face down. With these transfers for the black or dark colored fabrics, you print it face up. So you do not want to mirror your image. You want it to look exactly like you're looking at the shirt, because you have to peel the back of the design off. You're going to have to peel the paper off of the back before you put it on the shirt, and then you're going to place what's called silicone paper over it, which looks like this. And you'll see once we actually start to press the shirt. But I just wanted to let you know, if you use the t-shirt paper, the transfer paper, you do have to use an inkjet printer. Any inkjet printer will work just like the regular ones you use at home. It doesn't have to be fancy. It doesn't have to cost a lot. And I'll link one of those below as well, so that you guys can start your business or print some t-shirts without spending a whole lot of money. It's really easy, especially now that with everything going on, people are at home more. It gives you something to do. So the heat press is now at 238, which is Fahrenheit. So when it is at 315, we'll be ready to go. All right, so now the heat press is at 315 degrees, and if you hear it clicking, that's because it's the heating mechanism, I guess, keeping it at the temperature it's supposed to be at. So what I like to do first is to place the shirt onto the heat press, wherever the design is gonna be. And then I like to flatten it out and just do a quick press for a few seconds to get any moisture out and any wrinkles before we start to press our design. Again, this is a shirt for my daughter. Keep in mind, this whole top half is where the heat is. So it's very hot. But I don't even close the mechanism all the way when I press it that first time. I just hold it down for a few seconds and then bring it back up. And as you can see, it's flat. Now, again, with the transfer paper for the black or dark fabrics, you do have to keep it face up, and you peel off the backing. This part you either have to do off of the press or really quickly, or the heat will start to kind of melt the transfer. So you want to place it where you want it. And like I said, you have to move fast because it'll start melting. So I'm trying to fix my B here because it's all over the place. And then once it's where you want it, I'm gonna scoot it over some. Once it's where you want it, you place the silicone paper on top of it. This just is not gonna act right. There we go. I'm gonna fix that part. And I recommend, if you guys don't already have one, get a Cricut cutter. The Cricut Explore 2 is the best thing to use for this item. I'll link that below as well. For this kind of stuff, to cut out designs, especially with t-shirts, if you want to use vinyl, so you don't have to use the transfer paper, it cuts the vinyl perfectly. And then you don't have to worry about using scissors and cutting out all these intricate designs or cursive letters and stuff like that. Remember to make sure your design is where you want it before you press it. So I'm just trying to make sure everything is placed correctly. And then I'm gonna press it down until it locks. And it does take a little force. And you just let it go for the 15 seconds. And now this will beep when your time is up, and it'll keep beeping until you open it. I usually like to hold it down here and pull. And sometimes the paper comes off, but as you can see, I'm gonna turn this off because we're done. And as you can see, the shirt is pressed. And 15 seconds did the job. It lasts for a couple washes. Not a couple, it lasts for a while. I've had shirts that I've done that still look perfectly fine and they've been washed almost 10 times because I wear them a lot. I wear a lot of my own designs. So there you have it. It's really easy to use, and once it's cool, I know with the transfer paper, you have to read the instructions to know how long you can wait to wash it, how long you can wait to wear it. I know with the one I used, you have to wait 24 hours to wear it and or wash it. So again, simple way to make some shirts. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. Like, subscribe. I haven't got a lot of stuff on here yet, but I plan on doing some nail tutorials and all kind of stuff. So if you like my nails, by the way, G Pierre Beauty, I'll leave the link below. I do press on nails, eyelashes, lip gloss, shirts, all kind of stuff. So, and if you like this bracelet, this is also Black owned. It's called Colette's Crackle Creations. She's got jewelry, earrings, bracelets, necklaces, all kind of stuff. So, and they're affordable, like $5 to $7, all handmade. So I'll leave the link for all of that below. And if you guys have any questions, also you can find me on Instagram or Twitter. And yeah, see you on the next one. Bye.